So it's super funny. I'm like sitting down, eating my lunch. Cap and Stellium shows up as I receive downloads, and it's like, yo, make a video right now. And I'm like, about what? Independence, sovereignty, freedom. I'm like, okay, cool. So now I'm here. It's so funny. It's so funny how we want to be free and we want to be independent, right? We want freedom, we want sovereignty, we want to be independent, but we're acting like a bunch of children about it because we're not seeing, we're not clearly seeing, we're not allowing ourselves to see the places where we give up our independence, we give up our sovereignty, and we allow choices to be made for us. We only accept the options given, and we automate things that actually harm and interfere with that frequency of sovereignty, with that frequency of independence, with that frequency of freedom. I'm sorry, I like repeating stuff, all right, in different words, because like, let's play with it. So I was just thinking about that, and it hit me, and so I started thinking about it, and so I started feeling through it, and I was like, oh man, like, you know, we're getting things to make smart homes where we have our smartphones and our smart, you know, appliances, and everything has an app, and everything can be programmed, and everything can be run on a technological system, right? And it's like, but do you think that maybe by us engaging unconsciously with some of these technologies, that we're somehow stealing away our independence through our unconscious choices, through this unconscious automated decision making? You know, just because certain technologies have advanced to the point where they can connect to our network or be connected to via an app, like, doesn't necessarily mean we need that, period, point blank. But the fact that, like, for instance, home security, like, people can tap into your cameras and stuff, man. Like, it's crazy, dude. And I'm not trying to be like super conspiracy theorist about this stuff here, but like, let's look at what we want and what we intend to have, and the choices that we make through our investment of energy, through the investment of currency, whether it's money or it's energetic, or it's, consciousness. And, you know, even with politics, it's like we're handed a ballot, you know? And it's like, it'd be so crazy if people just rallied together and actually decided to choose something different, to choose a third option, to agree, hey, we're gonna write someone in because the people that you're bringing in are associated with your rights. You wrote them in. You know, you ceremoniously let them into this circle. We can do the same. We also have that power. We can charge people and we can initiate them into certain places of power if we choose. Just saying. But it's like, pay attention to where you're self-sabotaging and taking your power away from you, where you're allowing different systems to plug in to you and to your sphere. Because as we become multidimensional, as we access these other points and avenues and alleyways of experience, the same thing goes. It's like a two-way street. Like, the more that we open up, the more that opens up to us and can, you know, infiltrate. And I'm not saying this to create more fear or to create any tension, but it's like, you must be able to contain and manage and process all of that, And if you want more, but it has to come on some type of, has to come programmed or automated or anything like that, in order for you to handle what you have and what you've called into your life, then you're not ready for it. You're not ready for it. Because yes, we can live a life that is filled with ease and is somewhat convenient, but I mean, look for instance with how we are with restaurants. And I know like a lot of us are like, oh, I really want to go to a restaurant right now. But it's like we want to shop local, we want to buy local, we want our nourishment to come locally, like, and it's all about smaller groups that create a larger community instead of having this global community, global like economy. It's like it starts by we have to have small pockets of that. We have to be able to work within our region, within our environment, with what we can maintain and what the earth environment around us can support. And if we don't like that, we change the environment to something that supports what we're seeking. And it's like, I'm not knocking people who like automation and like to have some type of system in place, but what is it freeing you up to do? What are you doing with that excess time, energy, mental capacity? What are you doing with that excess? What are you freeing yourself up for? And is it simply just to do the same stuff and be in the same positions and experiences, then what is the point of going quantum? What is the point of becoming more interdimensional if you aren't going to charge yourself to expand with that container, with that ability, with that freedom, that independence, and that sovereignty? Are you going to stay small when your world has become so much bigger? Are you going to stay small? And that's the problem, is it's like there's this instability because we're not growing with the things that we're asking to have expanded, asking to have become larger and better and bigger and faster, and we aren't able to keep up with it. It's like asking for stuff before you're ready for it. It's like, manifesting something before you're ready for it, manifesting something before you've kind of gone over the details and really put yourself in the lane of that experience to get more clear about it, to have that clarity, to have that knowledge. That way you can utilize it once it gets here. It's just that divine preparedness, that divine strength, that divine fortitude. And it's like, are we fortifying ourselves enough to be able to hold the world that we want to live in, the world that we want, the reality that we want to actualize here? Or are we just saying we want these things because we want these things in order for them to take care of us? It's like, we gotta meet halfway, we gotta match the donation, we got to come with equal force, we have to come with equal energetics. The middle path is meeting everything halfway. The middle path is creating that balance. The middle path is doing the work that you need in order to meet your needs, in order to meet your intentions, in order to meet your desires. That's why self-care, all of the self, taking care of the cell, helps take care of the rest. It's like a domino effect. So that's just something I wanted to bring up today. And I could go on and come up with more examples about what's automated and like how we're setting ourselves up to live the same lives, but with more places of vulnerability. We're not fortifying our divine manner. We're just creating more spaces of infiltration, more spaces to become a victim, more spaces to either attack or be attacked. without actually recognizing, hey, this is what I can handle right now. All right. Or like, you know what? I'm going to do it. Like I have this beautiful chance for expansion and I'm going to meet it. I'm going to meet it. And then you generate and you sustain the right amount of energy, the right amount of perspective, the right mind and behavior and posture to rise and meet whatever you're calling in. It's like you don't put yourself up for an interview for a job that you can't handle. Why would you do that with your life? Why would you do that with your life? So you can become overwhelmed again and end up perpetuating that same cycle that you were trying to escape in the first place? That's why people who, make a lot of money can still be bankrupt, can still have a hard time, is because they haven't decided to meet their destiny, to meet their manifestations fully. It's like we can think we can stay the same and ask for all of this stuff. It's like we're not sitting here like sultans, sitting here with the grapes, You're gonna get a damn crick in your neck eating grapes like that. And there won't always be someone holding them for you. You hold them for yourself, maybe. I don't know. I'm on a tangent now. Just being silly. I was having fun with the grapes thing. Just let me have my fun. But yeah, I just, my lunch is cold now, so I'm gonna go eat my lunch. But, you do the work that meets you. You do the work where it meets you and when it meets you. Just continue to meet the challenge every time, to meet the opportunity every time. And like anytime that you're asking for something, anytime you intend to have something, be like, okay, well now it's time for a character analysis. What type of person must I become via my standards? What person must I become in order to handle this, in order to be able to manage this, in order to be able to still be independent and to have my freedom, and to as I bring this in, as I hold this gem that I've called in. I was like, I know there are better words, but anyways, I have rambled enough. So I will let you all go. I'm going to eat my lunch. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know if my messages are helping you. Let me know, because sometimes I feel like I'm just talking to a phone. Because I kind of am, but that's neither here nor there. Also, check out my Patreon. I've updated it. It's super awesome. I'm going to have our first observatory call tomorrow. So hop in. Let's do some stuff together. All right, I'll let you all go. Bye. Oh, here, see?